Hello, everyone. So good to see you. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Stephanie McPhail. I specialize in helping give women direction after ending the cycle of toxic relationships so they can thrive in all areas of their lives. So I'm so glad that you came on today because we're going to be talking about holding on to our pain. So if you're watching this right now, and if anything that I say resonates for you, make sure that you comment along, because the more you comment, the more you interact, the more information I can get to keep going and share more information with you. So the first thing to ask yourself as we're going through this is, are you holding on to your pain? And I want you to kind of think about that as we go through this whole mini training that we're going to be doing today. Are you holding on to your pain? So anybody who's watching right now, if you feel like you are holding on to your pain in any way, shape, or form, just be vulnerable, be honest, and just comment me in the comments if you feel like that is you. For some of you that are like, no way, Stephanie, I'm not trying to hold on to my pain. I want to get rid of it. I don't want to be in pain anymore. If that's you, comment no pain, meaning you don't want to be holding on to it anymore. You want to be doing something different. All right. So the theme of today is holding on to your pain. And so I'm going to ask you, wherever you are right now in your healing journey, where are you? I guess is the question. Where are you right now? Are you just starting the journey? Are you still in the toxic relationship? Are you looking to make big changes for yourself? And so it's good to know kind of where you're at right now so that we know which direction that we need to go to. I actually did a poll in the group last week, and there was actually a whole bunch of people who said that they were in the process of working through their toxic relationships, but there was a lot of people that said they were trying to figure it out on their own. And there's a reason why I bring that up. And it goes back to the initial question of, are we holding on to our pain? So we're going to go back there in a second. So here's another question for you. Do you really want to heal? Let me ask that again. Do you really want to heal? Now, when you really want to heal, you take action to do whatever it takes to heal. When I ended my cycle of toxic relationships, and I didn't know that it was the end at that point, but I was sitting in the emergency room with my ex-husband there because the emergency room had called, my school where I was teaching had called my ex-husband to come to the emergency room when I had sprained my ankle. And in that moment, I felt this voice that kind of came over me and said, you are your own knight in shining armor. You need to make changes. You have to be your own knight in shining armor. You have to be the one that fixes this. And in that moment, I finally heard what the universe had been trying to tell me was that I couldn't do this anymore. And it was in that moment in the emergency room where I realized I don't know what I'm doing. I keep telling myself that I don't want to be in pain anymore, but I keep trying to make the toxic relationships work. I keep ending up with the same types of guys in the relationships. I keep trying to fix and take care of, and I keep doing the same things over and over again. Now, why was I doing that? Well, number one, it's all that I knew. That's what I knew when it came to relationships. Relationships are hard. Relationships are difficult. They take work. That's what we hear all the time, right? And especially for those of us, if you're like me, who's never been in a healthy relationship, we don't know what one looks like. So when I was in the emergency room sitting there and saying, oh my gosh, I need to make sure that I make a big shift for myself, I realized that I couldn't do it by myself. And I was going to do whatever it took to create something different for myself. Whatever it took, because I didn't want to do it again. I didn't want to waste any more time with people that didn't deserve my energy, that didn't deserve me. And here I was giving myself away to all these different people who were not being respectful, who were not treating me well, and were literally just sucking my energy away. And it was never going to go anywhere positive. I needed to get the help. So some of the things that I hear people say, and this is one of the things that I had said to myself was, well, I don't have the time to heal. Have you ever said that to yourself? And think about how that sounds when you say it out loud. I don't have time to heal. Do you have time to jump into another toxic relationship, get married again to someone who's treated you badly, get into a long-term relationship with someone that's not really going to go anywhere, is not going to give you what you want? Do you have time for that? Do we have time to do the things that we enjoy? Are we making time for spending, quality time with friends, with loved ones? Do we have those people in our lives? What is it that we're making time for? Because the longer we put off healing, the longer we're going to be putting off finding that joy. And again, when we're going back to the initial question of, are we holding on to the pain? Why aren't we making the time to work on ourselves? We're holding on to that pain. What about if we say, well, I don't have the money? Okay, well, maybe some people that are having some real big issues financially, that I can completely understand. But I'm offering my book right now for $7.99, which is just shipping and handling. So that is a no-brainer. That's easy, right? We have workbooks, we have online courses, we have one-on-one, mini sessions, we have long sessions, we have group sessions, we have 0% interest for people who want to do the 10-week program, Brilliant Life Blueprint. We know 100% that works for people who commit to it. So for anyone who's already told themselves a self-sabotaging belief of, I don't have the money to heal, think about if someone else was in your position. If someone else that you loved, you cared about, was in a position where they needed help, would you be investing money into their healing? Think of how much money we've spent on that toxic relationship. Oh my gosh, I've lost so much money giving it away to people that didn't deserve it. And I wasn't investing it into myself. I was investing it into the other person. I was giving them money. I was taking care of them, constantly putting myself on the back burner and taking care of all of those people. Now, one of the reasons why we hold on to our pain and we give ourselves all of the excuses of why we can't do any better is because we can't imagine what life would look like if we healed. Who am I without this pain? I am someone who's in a toxic relationship. That's who I am. If that's how we see ourselves, it's really hard to get out of our own way. And our brain gives us every reasoning, every excuse of why we need to stay stuck because it's what we know. It's all that we've been able to know and all we've been able to do at that point. We don't know what to do, so we feel stuck, which is why we need help. We need outside support because we need outside direction to get out of our own thinking if we really want the pain to change. The part of you that is not following through on healing, on doing whatever it takes to heal, is the part of you that doesn't want to heal. Think about that again. And I want you to be really honest with yourself as you kind of let this simmer a little bit. The part of you that is not following through on doing whatever it takes to heal is the part of you that doesn't actually want to heal. If you're not sure what your life can possibly look like once you do the work, when I started, I had that glimmer of hope. It was as small as a mustard seed. It was that tiny, tiny bit, the possibility that maybe something could be better. And as we work with clients and we help them start off with maybe just a glimmer of hope that I can find happiness, and that's how they start, all of a sudden, that little glimmer of hope, that little light that's there at the end of the tunnel of what is happiness to me. And we start building on what is happiness, what actually brings me joy when I'm not just giving it away to everybody else all the time, what creates my happiness. And as we start to build on that, we can get more and more clarity of what we need to do to create that life where not only are we surviving in, but we are truly thriving in. It's okay to let go of that pain. We don't need to be masochists and keep hurting ourselves over and over again. Hasn't the world done that enough? Haven't our past relationships done that enough? Isn't it time for you to start living your best life? Because I will tell you, the world deserves the best of you, and whatever's going on right now is not that version. I hope this was helpful. If this was helpful, just write in the comments, helpful. We want all of you to start living a life where it is not filled with pain, where it is filled with love and joy and excitement, and you are truly thriving in all areas of your life. Comment the word thrive if you'd like to jump on a call with me. I have a few openings this week, and we can talk about what that would look like for you if we decided to work together. Hope you have a wonderful day and stay active in the group. We'll see you on the other side. Bye.